Andariki namaskaramulu. Today is third day of our classes on the fourth batch of Sanaatana Dharma. Okay. We will start the session with Vande Mataram and Prarthana. After that, I will introduce the speaker to all of you. Today's speaker is none other than our Vice President, Sanaatana Dharma, Dr. Somanchi Tangerala Visalakshi garu. You all know her very well, but I will briefly introduce her to all of you. Now, I request Challa Chittibabu garu to recite Vande Mataram, and I request all of you also to recite Vande Mataram along with him.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malaya Jasitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyosna pulakitayamini pullakusumita drumadala shobhini suhasini sumadhura bhashini sukhadam varadam mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now I'll request Hemalata garu to chant Prarthana, and I think I will request all of you to unmute, show your videos, display your videos, and chant Prarthana along with her. If you display your videos, we all can see that you are also chanting. That is the reason for asking you to open up your videos and you chant aloud. Keep the lyrics in front of you. Follow the wordings. Chant along with Hemalata garu. Okay, Hemalata ji.
Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanasvatana Srunvannoti Veda Sadanam Om Shri Mahaganadipataye Namaha Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajinivati Nama Vitrayavatu Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha Gurureva Gatir Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Naguro Paramam Sisurasmi Guro Matirasmi Guro Mama Pahi Guro Gnananandamayam Devam Nirmalam Spatikakritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Sankaram Loka Sankaram Sankaram Sankaracharyam Kesavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Isvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyoma Vadvyapadehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Santi Santi शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
ధన్యవాదములండి హేమలత గారు.
Thank you.
You start with meditation, 1 minute meditation. After that, 3 times Omkara. After that, start the prayer. Also, please chant very slowly with rhythm. Thank you very much. Very good. Now I'll briefly introduce the speaker to all of you. 1 minute. Okay. It is my pleasure and privilege one minute. Somebody is coughing. So, Visalakshi, I'm just muting you. After that, I will unmute. Okay. Dr. Srimati Somans Tangrala Visalakshi garu, she is the Vice President of Veda Samskruti Samiti, Sanaatana Dharma, and she is the course associate director of this course, and she is fully involved in the academic planning of this course, syllabus and the schedule, etc. She is BA, MA Philosophy, MA Samskrutam, MPhil and PhD on the concept of Mahavakyas in Upanishads. She is Hindi, a Rashtra Bhasha Visharada, and she is the Vice President, as I told you, Vice President of VSS Sanaatana Dharma, and advisor for Sri Srinivasa Kalyanam Trust, member of Akhila Brahmana Sankshema Samakhya, Vishishta Matrumurti, awarded by Raksha International Foundation. She is the ex-Sanskrit assistant professor from OU, Osmania University, Adhyatmikaveta, and Siksha Karyakarta. That means, she trains the people who want to learn Sanskrit and pass the exams being conducted by Samskrita Bharati. Like most of you have done it, either with her or with Akala Prabhakar Rao Garu. And she is ex-chief managing trustee for One World University Foundation Trust, Hyderabad. And she is the editor of the Vedavani E-General, quarterly E-General, being published by Veda Samskruti Samiti. Veda Samskruti Samiti is publishing a E-General named Vedavani, in which the articles pertaining to the science and technology in Samskrita Vangmayam and also connected with Sanaatana Dharma are being published. And she is the editor of that magazine. And also she has contributed many papers in that magazine as well as in other international, national journals and also conferences. And if I keep telling about her profile, it will take another 10-15 minutes. So since you all know her, this briefly I have introduced her to all of you. So now I request Visalakshi garu to start the webinar, please.
Om Sri Om Sri Mahaganatipataye Namaha. Om Sri Parvati Rajarajeshwarabhyam Namaha. Om Sri Medha Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Sri Mahasaraswatye Namaha. Om Sivaya Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya Cha Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Vigneswaram Vignasantyai Vanim Vachak Pravruttaye Gurun Gudhartha Bhanaya Pranamami Punah Punaha. Om Sadasiva Samarambham Vyasa Sankara Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Ratnakara Thauta Padam Himalaya Kiritinim Brahma Rajarshi Ratnadhyam Vande Bharata Mataram. Vande Bharata Mataram. Sabhaye Namaha. Sarvebhyo Namo Namaha. Good morning to all of you. All of you are pursuing Sanaatana Dharma 3 months course. And so I congratulate all of you for getting admitted to such a wonderful course which nobody conducted till now at anywhere. So after completing this course, when you go out, certainly people will ask you, what is Sanaatana Dharma? What is meant by it? What it is teaching? What is the greatness of it? How it originated? Etc. So many questions you should be able to answer. So though this course is containing all the topics that are there in our Sanaatana Dharma and Vaidika Vangmaya, starting from Vedas till the Kavyas, in fact, all these Vedas, Upanishads, Darshanas, Upavedas, Upangas, Itihasas, Dharma Shastras, then Veda Ganita, Panchangam, etc. All topics which are there in our Vaidika Vangmaya, they are being covered here. Even then, the most important item which all of you, all of us should know is regarding our Sanaatana Dharma. What is meant by Sanaatana Dharma is in fact not at all known by several people, though we are all born in that Dharma only. And nowadays, of course, people are calling this as Hinduism. Whatever may it be, we are all Bharatiyas. Ours is Sanaatana Dharma. So first we should know about Sanaatana Dharma, what all topics are there, what all items are there, what all are the points given in our Dharma, and the suktis which our Sanaatana Dharma is giving, etc. So it is very essential. This is the basic, in fact, to know, to enter into this course, you should always, all of you should be thorough with this matter. So I will give you a little introduction. In fact, Sanaatana Dharma is so vast that it can never be covered by anybody in any sort of these lectures which are very limited, having limited time. So our Sanaatana Dharma, how it started, from where it started, actually what is meant by Sanaatana Dharma, all these you should know. Sanaatana means vast, ancient, most ancient, for which we can never say that time, when and how, where it originated. That is Sanaatana. Paramatma, Parabrahman himself is called as Sanaatana. So even if so many people give so many lectures and explain you, so many books are written, even then there are certain other points which can be known. There are different points of views by which we can penetrate deep into this dharma and know, because this is the way of life, how our ancient sages lived and showed us the way of life. Till now we all are almost walking on that same path only, but we do not know that these are all the Sanatana dharmic way of life, and this is the path of Sanatana Dharma. So now if you know, you will think, oh, we are all leading such a wonderful, great life. So this Sanatana Dharma, actually, Bharatiyas, I said, we all are Bharatiyas. Bharata means, Bha means to shine. That is why we say Bhanu, the sun god. Rata, Rati, Rata means enjoyment. So all those who get enjoyment in luster, light, wisdom, they all are Bharatiyas. Bha also means Jnana, Tejas, luster. So Bharatiyas have to follow Bharatiya Dharma, which is called as Sanatana Dharma. We said Sanatana means ancient. So this Sanatana also means Nitya Nutana. Though it is very ancient, it can never be called as old or something. So it is Nitya Nutana, always fresh. So always it is very spiritual and filled with spirit, enthusiasm and interest, and leading. If anybody follow this way of Sanatana karmic way of life, they can live very happily here on this earth as long as they live. And hereafter, we say, that is after leaving this body and going to higher residence, other abodes, Devaloka, this so many lokas are there. There also they can enjoy, we can enjoy. And if anybody, we want to get liberated from this chain of birth and death and become Jivan Muktas while existing with this Upadhi, it is possible. Only Sanatana Dharma speaks of Jivan Mukta state, and Videha Mukti also we say we can get Nisreyas Moksha, by which we need not have to take birth again in this world of birth and death chain. So this is such a greatness. And Sanatana Dharma speaks of Purusharthas, which you are going to learn in detail in third level. So Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha, these are given by Maharshis to us as Purusha Artha. Artha means Prayojana. The very purpose of our life is to, the very life, aim of our life is to achieve all these Dharma, Artha, Kama, Mokshas. Their Maharshis kept Dharma, then Artha, Kama and Moksha. So just as for river or ocean, the water never crosses the bridges, the banks of the river. So the river flows in between. Thus, every individual should lead a dharmika way of life. Dharma is the first and most important basic one for our lives. So through dharma, we can attain artha and kama. Artha means money. Artha also means the very purpose, prayojana of any work. Without any prayojana, we never do any work. So that purpose can be attained. Then Kama, Kama means desire, that is enjoying the worldly pleasures. And also Kama means Dharma Aviruddha Kama. Paramatma said that itself is Brahman. He himself is. Sri Krishna Paramatma said in Gita. So Kama also means doing all dharmika rituals, rites and all yajna yagadi kratus, doing our nitya naimittika duties. All these are kamas and kamanas. To lead very happy life with harmony with the nature, with all living beings, that is kama. So with dharma, we should achieve artha, kama and get moksha. That is the final aim. So through dharma, we have to get moksha. So these are the purusharthas about which our Sanatana Dharma speaks. And Jagadguru Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada said that with much difficulty, a jiva gets the upadhi of human being, manava sarira deha. So jantunam narajanma durlabhamata pumstvam tato vipratat. Tasmat Vaidika Marga Dharma Parata. That Vaidika Marga is our Sanatana Dharma. Tasmat Vaidika Marga Dharma Parata Vidvatvam Asmat Param Atmanatma Vivechanam Swanubhavo Brahmatmana Samstiti Muktirno Satakoti Janma Sukrutai Punyair Vina Lapyate. Satakoti Janma Sukruta should be there to get the Brahma Jnana. So you all are going to learn this Brahma Jnana through this course of 4 levels. So those who get self-experience with Sravana, Manana and Nididhyasana, they can attain Brahma Jnana, and Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati, they say. So the difference between all living creatures and human beings is all other living creatures, they are also ahara nidra bhayamaitunani samanyametat pasubhir naranam jnanam hi tesham athiko visesho jnanena hinaka pasubhir samanaka says. So jnana is the greatness and that which differentiates all living creatures from human beings. All other beings also, they talk in their own way, they express in their feelings in their own way, they do all their normal works automatically. Whereas human beings got intelligence, buddhi visesha. We can think, we can talk, we can sit, stand, walk, we can do prarthanas, we can do worship to God, we can express our feelings in a very polished and cultured language, Samskrita Bhasha, which originated along with the creation itself. So that is the difference, and this jnana we are going to gain by study of all the scriptures. So we should make it is the very duty of all of us to bring awareness among all human beings about the greatness of our Samskrita Bhasha and our Sanatana Dharma. And we should lead that way of life, which is Sanatana. We say we are all Sanatana Dharma Anuyayis, followers of Sanatana Dharma, because we are leading life according to the sayings or teachings of Shastras given to us by Maharshis. And the Veda, according to Veda, we are leading the life Veda, which is called as Apaurushaya and which is given to us by Paramatma, Parabrahman itself or himself. In fact, this knowledge passes on from generation to generation. Traditionally, parampara, we say, through Guru Sishya parampara, we gain this knowledge of Vedas, Upanishads and our Sanatana Dharma by 4 ways: Athiti, Bodha, Acharana and Pracharana. Athiti is learning. First, we should learn from Gurus. Then what all we have studied and learned, that essence we should convey to other generations. So that is Bodha. Achayana, Adhyapana. These are the duties of all of us. Then Acharana, we should put it into practice. If we just learn and study, there is no use. Whatever sutras we have studied, we should put them into practice in our lives. Then we should propagate it, and we should see that all others also follow the path of this Sanatana Dharmic way of life. So that is how this Sanatana Dharmic way of life should be followed by all human beings, in fact. So this Vedas are, in fact, they are the Parama Pramana Granthas to us, to the entire mankind. Actually, Paramatma revealed the Vedika Jnana, Vedas and Vedika Jnana for the benefit of entire mankind. It is not meant for a particular sect of people or something, particular people who belong to one pranta and all. In fact, long back, since the creation, this entire Atmas was followed by and ruled by us only. That is our Sanatana Dharmanuyayis only, our Bharatiyas only, Haindavas, as they say nowadays. So by Haindavas only, but in due course of time it was divided. Even that you will come to know in our class, this Sanatana Dharma class. So Vedas we say, Tasya Nishvasitam Vedaha. Tasya refers to Paramatmanaha, Parabrahman. We are taking breath. We are Uchvasa, Nisvasas. So when we are taking breath means we are alive. So we can recognize that a baby is born. When a baby is there, it takes breath. So we know that it is living. And when we are talking, whatever air is entering, that is the breath we are taking, exhaling and inhaling, that breath itself turns into the form of words, Shabdajala, and it is coming through our mouth, through a certain process, even that you will know later on. So our breath and our words, they are not different. So my words and myself am same, one and same. There is no difference. because, because unless I exist, I cannot talk. Unless I take breath, I cannot express and talk. So similarly, Paramatma's Nishvesita is not different from Paramatma. So Vedas are not different from Brahman. So the Vedas and the Vaidika Vangmaya, all that is Paramatma, Brahman itself. So our Sanatana Dharma itself is the Parabrahman, Paramatman, we can say. So different sages gave us a lot of knowledge, and all that put together is our Sanatana Dharma. There is no single book for us. It is not any religion. People say so many religions are there. In fact, so many religions prevailed human beings. They were created by an individual and propagated. So many Sishyas are there. They propagated it. Sometimes in the right way, sometimes they have changed it. So many changes came: Buddhism, Jainism, Judaism, Zoroastrianism, and so many civilizations are there. So many religions are there. But in fact, all these are part and parcel of our Sanatana Dharma only. But when so many people, human beings are taking birth, and ideas will always be different. So people, so many people trade on the right path and they think in the proper way, but certainly where gods are there, Rakshasas should be there. Because when darkness is there, light is there, darkness also exists. Similarly, good and bad, both are there. That is why it is called as Prakriti, and because all Trigunas are there in all human beings, we are all called as humans. So similarly, certain ideas developed in somebody, and nowadays at this present age, two religions are trying to dominate and overpower us, and by force they are trying to change. But in fact, one should recognize that whatever is given to us by Paramatma by birth, that can never be changed by anybody. To a mother and father, when we are born, the mother, they are the mother and father to us till the life ends for us. So that can never be changed, even if we call others as mother or something. Similarly, whatever blood exists in us, that blood can never be changed by changing the religion or changing the name or changing the mode of life or something. Inherently, it is there. And that blood genes, they say nowadays, that comes to us from our ancestors, forefathers, and then originally from Paramatman, Parabrahman, and then from Surya Bhagavan. Manu was born, and we are all Manavas. So that can never be changed. People should recognize that. So Vedas teach us Vedas teach us through Vidhi and Nishedha. Vidhi means that which is to be done definitely and certainly. We can never say when the king commands, all the people, they have to follow. When the government passes any rule, all of us obeys. Similarly, Vidhi means whatever Veda says, Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara, Swachaya and Ma Pramadaha. Like that, there are so many rules, restrictions given to us. If we follow, we can live very happily. If we do not follow, we may have to suffer. So vidhis are there and nishedha. Nishedha means Veda commands that don't do this. If you do that, you will suffer, you will not get benefited or something. Ujjantam astamayantam suryam na pashyeta. One should not see the sun, in fact, while rising and sunset, and especially during midday. If we see the orb of sun during midday, afternoon time, maybe during summer, eyes will go away. The eyesight will not resist, because our sight is very limited, having very limited power, whereas sun is very radiant and brilliant. And also, so many Nishedha Vakyas also are there, even they you are going to learn in these classes only later on. So, Sanaatana Dharma, we said our Dharma. Sanaatana means which never changes with the change of time. There are, of course, Dharma. You are going to learn in detail about Dharma also. There are many varieties of Dharmas are there. But even then, our Sanaatana Dharma, Parabrahman, we say. Upanishadika Brahma, we say. The Brahman, that is the ultimate reality. The only truth, the only capacity that exists in the whole universe as substance, and also from which everything came, into which everything is going, which is the power behind each and every atom, objects, ideas, everything, that is called as Paramatma or God by us, and Parabrahman by Upanishads. That Parabrahman is transcendental and immanent. It is the only reality which is spaceless, timeless, and attributeless. Asabdam asparsham arupam avyayam and all we say, you are going to learn it. It is Trikala Atita, beyond past, present, and future. Desha Kala Atita, we say it is Nirguna, Nirakara, and it is Ananta, infinite, and it is the supreme existence, consciousness, bliss. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma, says the Upanishads. So such Nirguna Parabrahman appears in Saguna Sakara form for the sake of sadhakas, for the sake of all of us, especially for the devotees and sadhakas who follow the rituals, and so many upasana granthas are there for us, by which we can make that divinity visible to our eyes also. So, about that Paramatman, Vedas are speaking, and Vedas are having 4 Upavedas. Then 4 Vedas, 4 Upavedas, then Shad Darsanas are there, Ashtadasa Puranas are there, then Itihasas, Dharma Shastras, then Kavya Natakas, etc. All these are, all these together, they are called as Vaidika Vangmaya. So 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharvana Veda, which are going to learn in detail through some other professors. Then Vedas got 4 Upavedas and Vedangas, we said. So Upavedas are Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Gandharva Veda, and Sthapatya Veda, to all these 4 in the same sequence. Sthapatya Veda means Shilpa Shastra, very essential and important Shastra. Then some people consider this fourth one, the Upaveda of Atharvana Veda, to be Artha Shastra. In fact, Kautilya, Chanakya, we say, he wrote Artha Shastra, a grantha, a very authentic work on Artha Shastra. Then Shad Angas are there, Vedangas, Siksha, Vyakaranam, Chendo, Niruktam, Jyotisham, Tatha, Kalpas, Cheti, Shadangani. These are the 6 Angas. So 4 Vedas, 4 Upavedas, then 6 Angas regarding Vedas. So through Upavedas and through Shadangas, these Shadangas, we have to learn Vedas. Then the knowledge, the essence of Vedas, because it is very difficult to study, learn, understand Vedas is very difficult to ordinary people. They should be learned through very well-versed jnanis, because Chandas is their accent, the swaras, Udata, Anudata, and Swarita. If change comes in the swara, the meaning changes. So, because it is difficult for Maharshis with great compassion on mankind, the essence of Vedas, they saw with some perspective. So, from some point of view, and they express those thoughts as darshanas and gave us. So there are 6 darshanas are there, Shad darsanas. They are Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaiseshika, Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa darshanas. Now Siksha, Vyakaranam, etc. These are the Shadangas. What are they? Actually, Siksha means phonetics. It speaks about how to utter the letters, because unless we utter the letters properly, the proper pronunciation should be there. Kha means we should say kha. Ka means we have to say ka. Similarly, all the tha, ta, tha, da, dha, we say kha, ha. How we have to pronounce, all that is explained in Siksha Shastra. Each Veda got its Siksha Shastras, because the traditions are a little different. So many Siksha Granthas are there. Then Vyakarana, we are Kru. Kru is the root, to do. So this Vyakarana means grammar in English, as we say. This Vyakarana teaches us how to frame the words and then sentences properly, how to express our views as sentences without any mistakes. So in framing the sentence also, we should be very careful. So Vyakarana is very important, and in fact, for any language, Vyakarana is the backbone. Unless the backbone is very strong, one can never sit or stand or walk. Similarly, unless a person is well versed in Vyakarana, the language, he cannot have command over the language. Now, Chandas, Chada, Chadane, we say. Chandas is prosody, meters, we say. All of you have studied at school level this Chandas. In Telugu, Sanskrit Chandas is Sanskrit Vyakarana, Samasa, Sandhis, everything they have been taught at school level in our Telugu also, and a little difference is also there, particularly for our Telugu Vyakarana also. So this Chandas is Vruttas, Gana and Matra Chandas is there. Anustup, Tristup, Jagati, etc. Vaidika Chandas 6 Vaidika meters are there. That is called as meter, Chandas. Because it covers the greatness of Veda. Chada, Chadana, which Chadana is covering. Then in our Telugu, we got Utpalamala, Champakamala and all. That is called as Chandas, Kanda, Sisa, etc. poems. Then Nirukta and Jyotisha. Nirukta is etymological meaning. The greatness of Sanskrit language is for each and every word there is a root, a pratipadika, basic form is there. To explain about the meaning of that is called as etymology, etymological Nirukta. Mostly Yaskacharya's Nirukta Grantha is essential to learn Vaidika Vangmaya, Vedas, and all others also. Nowadays we are having Nighantus, dictionaries as we call in all languages. Then Jyotish Shastra, Jyotisha. So Jyotish Shastra is astrology. We say astrology, astronomy. Astronomy is part of astrology only. So through this astrology and astronomy, we are learning about the Graha Gatis, the position and effect of Navagrahas and all, and about Khagola Shastra, Silpa Shastras and all we are learning. So Siksha, Vyakaranam, Chando, Niruktan, Jyotishan, Tatha, Kalpascheti. Kalpa is the sixth one. Kalpa Shastra gives us, whenever we do any Nityanaimitika karmas, Vinayaka Chaviti or some other vratas, Varalakshmi Vratamandal, we say Kalpokta Prekarena as it is spoken in Kalpa. So thus Kalpa gives us the procedure of doing Naimittika karmas and all. Even Shulba Shastra is a part of this Kalpa Shastra only. So now Shad Darsanas. Sankhya Darshana is considered to be the most ancient and even Yoga Darshana. Because this Yoga Darshana was taught by Kapila Maharshi to Devahuti. It was given in Bhagavatam. So very ancient. Then Sankhya Darshana speaks about Sankhyas. Kapila Maharshi gave Yoga Darshana. Then Sankhya Darshana and Yoga Darshana, almost both of them go side by side. Almost all the teachings are same, but little difference is there. Sankhya has come by the word Sankhya. Sankhya means number. Sankhya people, they speak about 24 padarthas. Then Paramatma, Purusha, Prakriti and Purusha, they say two entities. Through Prakriti, all these other Tanmatra, Panchabhutas came, Tanmatras came, then 5 Karmendriyas, 5 Jnanendriyas, 4 Antakarana Chatushtaya. Then all these human beings, this, that, the entire creation, thus they say. Then Nyaya and Vaiseshika, these two go together. In fact, almost all the teachings of Nyaya and Vaiseshika are one and the same, but a little difference is there. Gautama Maharshi gave Nyaya Sutras to us, whereas Kanada Maharshi gave us Vaiseshika Darsana. Then Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. Jaimini Maharshi gave us Purva Mimamsa Darshana. Uttara Mimamsa, actually, Badarayana, we say Veda Vyasa, Bhagavan wrote Brahma Sutras. The essence of Upanishads, he wrote in the form of sutras. Sutra means in a very short sentence to explain that hundreds of pages need. So that small sentence, which that is inherently contains a lot of knowledge, is called as sutra. And in fact, a lot of sutra Vangmaya is there in our Vaidika Sahitya. Now Vedanta Darshana, in fact, depending upon these Badarayana Brahma Sutras, great people, Trimatacharya, all of you are aware of. Jagadguru Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada spoke about Advaita Vedanta. Vedanta is Veda Santa, the cream of essence of Vedas, and also because they come at the end of Vedas, they are called as Upanishads. So the essence of Upanishads is Vedanta and Advaita Vedanta. Then Ramanujacharya gave us Visishta Advaita. Then Madhvacharya gave us Dvaita, Dvaita Siddhanta. That is, Jivatma and Paramatma both are different. So thus then Dvaita Advaita, Suddha Advaita, etc. So many other variations also have come on this Vedanta Darshana. Now Upanishads, Brahma Sutras and Bhagavad Gita, these three together are considered as Prasthana Traya. Traya means three. Prasthana, Statishta means to stand. Prasthana is moving forward, going. These three lead us to reach the aim of our Paramagamya of our life. So they are called as Prasthana Traya. Besides all these granthas, there are innumerable Upasana granthas. Shakteya Upasana, Shanmatacharya. Shankaracharya is called as Shanmatacharya because he established 6 modes of worshipping gods in 6 forms, names and forms. Saiva, Vaishnava, Shakteya, Saura, Ganapatya, then Kaumara. These are the Kumaraswamy. So these are the ways. So many Upasana Granthas are there. Again, Shiva is worshipped in different names and forms to Namarupas. Similarly, Vishnu, Sri Mahavishnu, 24 avatars are given in Bhagavata. Then Dasavataras, all of you are aware. And thus all these are their names and forms of that Paramatma. Then Shakti, so many names are there. That is, that one entity, Adi Parashakti, became herself into different names and forms, and all of you know Navadurgas, Dashamahavidyas, and all these Ashta Prakritis and all. So thus, for each and every form, all these have been visualized by Maharshis. They are not any imaginary entities. Maharshis visualized and they gave that Nama Rupas and the Bijaksharas, they gave the mantras to worship that deity with Bijaksharas, by which we can get their favor and the powers which they got. Because the only one person, suppose mother is there, she is the daughter to her mother and father, she is the sister of brothers and sisters. When she gets married, she is the wife, she is the daughter-in-law. And when they get children, she is the mother, she becomes grandmother. When she is working, she is the worker there at that particular place. She may be a doctor, teacher, engineer or something professionally. She is a colleague to friends and friend to friends and colleague to colleagues. Then she is a human being belonging to a particular nation. Like that, she plays so many roles. Thus, gent also, men also. Thus, similarly, the same entity, while doing the duty of creation, is called as Brahma, sustenance Vishnu, then Laya, Shiva, like that, and all these three Shaktis, Saraswati, Lakshmi, that Parvati, etc. also. And for getting knowledge, we worship Saraswati, like that Sarada Devi. We worship when we want to get Brahma Jnana, we worship Sarada Mata. That is the same entity with the name of Sarada. The same entity is worshipped as Saraswati. Through Sara means to move, that which moves, flows. So Saraswati is a river, Saraswati is Jnana, and Adhisthana Devata is Goddess Saraswati. You know, the moment we think of Saraswati, the form becomes visible to our Manonetra. So all these scriptures, they give us different paths to reach that divinity, that God. So bhakti, jnana, karma, dhyana, upasana, margas are there, the paths. All these you are going to learn in detail. So now let us know about certain points which are there in Sanatana Dharma. Now point wise we will go. At least 28 points if you know fully, then you can say, I know a little about Sanatana Dharma. First, we will divide into 8 points, and then in 8th point, we can get 21 or 22 points, in fact. So, the first point which I am going to explain now, and which all of you should know, is what is Sanatana Dharma. Now, second point is how it originated. Third point is what is the essence of Sanatana Dharma. Now, fourth point is explanation regarding Sanatana Dharma. Now, fifth point is actually what is meant by Dharma, because Dharma itself is a very vast topic. Then, sixth point is how many Dharmas are there. Then, among them, what are the eternal Dharmas? What are the, that is Shasvata Dharmas? What are the normal Dharmas which change from time to time, place to place, person to person? So, these are the normal points which we have to know. So, there are, regarding Dharma, there are Dharma Sukshmas are there, and particular Dharmas are there, special Dharmas, because Vyashti Dharmas are different from Samishti Dharmas. Vyashti Dharma means a particular dharma. That which is the duty of mine may not be the duty of you. So your duty may not be tallying with the duty of others. So thus Vyashti dharmas are different. Then Samishti dharmas are there, Dharma Sukshmas are there, Apad dharmas are there, which are very essential for all of us to lead dharmika way of life. Then Manava dharmas are there. Then Sankhika dharmas, social duties are there. And above to all, Atma Dharma exists for each and every individual. In fact, this Atma Dharma is considered to be very great. Atmartham Prithvin Tyajet, they say. Tyajet ekam kulasyarthe, gramasyarthe kulam tyajet, gramam janapadasyarthe. Atmartham Prithvim Tyajet, if it is essential for ourselves to get elevated in the path of reaching divinity, the Paramatma, we can leave even then. We leave the world means we should not care the comments of somebody else, this, that, and all. So we should always be sticking to that. So that is the greatness of Atma Dharma. Now, seventh point. Seventh point is, what are the characteristics of Dharma? Because there are several characteristics given in our Dharma Shastras, in Mahabharata, a lot of information. So many suktas, so many slokas, padyas are there in Mahabharata and in all our Dharma Shastras. So among them, in Manu Dharma Shastra, a particular sloka is there which speaks about 10 characteristics of Dharma. Dhruti Kshama Damosteyam Damaha Asteyam Shaucham Indriya Nigrahaha Kri Vidya Satyam Akrodhaha Etad Dharmasya Lakshanam. These are called as, these 10 are the characteristics of Dharma. It means not only these 10, so many others are there, but 10 are given here. So at least if we know a little about these 10 characteristics, qualities of Dharma, we can know a little about Dharma, we say. Our Sanatana Dharma says, Kruteshu Pratikartavyam, Yesha Dharma Sanatanaha. Then Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Na Bruyat, Satyam Apriyam, Priyam Cha Na Anrutam Bruyat, Na Anrutam Bruyat, Yesha Dharma Sanatanaha. Then Kartavyam, Akrutyam Naiva Kartavyam. Akrutyam Naiva Kartavyam, Pranatyagepi, Pranatyagepi, something, Samstite, I think. Pranatyagepi Samstite. Then Nachakrutyam Parityajyaha, Esha Dharma Sanatanaha. That is what is our duty that should be done by us, and what is not to be done should never be done. This is the most important teaching of our Sanatana Dharma. Then Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaka, we say. At the same time, Dharma Himsa Tathaivacha, to keep up, to protect our Dharma, our Sanatana Dharma, our gods, our temples, everything. If essential, we should, we did not have to stick to Ahimsa. We may get Shete Shathyam Samacharet. We should do tit for tat, they say. So then Ahimsa Satyam Akrodham, Brahmacharyam Aparigraha, all these are also characteristics of Dharma. So Paropakara, Paropakara Artham Idam Shariram, even this is one of the aspects of Dharma, characteristics of Dharma, like that so many are there. Then 8th point, now we have come to 8th point, the most important items of Sanatana Dharma. So under these most important items, topics of Sanatana Dharma, we can take at least 21 or 22 points, I said. So even if we take 21 plus 7, 28 points, all of you should know thoroughly to know a little about our Sanatana Dharma. So I will try to speak about all these 28 points through our 4 levels course, dividing a few now at this first level, then a few more at second level, then most important topics we are covering during 3rd and 4th, which are very essential. And in fact, each and every topic itself is a very big Shastra. All of you are already aware of all the points, yet I should remind you that you have to know, and you know it. There is, in fact, Bhartruhari divided human beings into Aram, Pimparu, Nichamanavu, we say like that. He divided mankind into Uttama Purushas, Madhyama Purushas, and Athama Purushas. And there is a psychologist, noble people take birth even in other places who speak in other languages and all. So Freud, a psychologist, he divided human beings into 4 categories. I will tell you, and just you try to understand. There may be a little confusion to you while listening. KNOW, no. No means you know, isn't it? So NO, no is there. KNOW, the word is there. First, he said, first category people are Uttama Purushas, always. He who knows and knows he knows. He is best, follow him. Second is, he who knows and knows not, he knows. He is asleep, awake him. Third category is, he who knows not and knows he knows not. He is simple, teach him. If we teach, he can learn. Fourth category is, he who knows not and knows not, he knows not. He is waste, useless, leave him. So these are the 4 categories. So we should know about Dharma, and also even if we know, when suppose we are in a sort of slumber, when we are sleeping, somebody should awake us if any essential work is to be done by us. So similarly, so though all of you are aware of a little about all these 28 points and you are all following through your life, yet you may not be aware of that fact. So I am trying to make you realize that you know these topics, you know these points, you are following this. So the 21 points, at least we'll take 22nd one, we can leave, of course. I will just tell the names of these 21 points, the most important points, which come under 8th Amsha, 8th point. First one is the great treasure of knowledge given to us by Maharshis, our sages. It's very essential because this entire knowledge is given to us by Maharshis only. They have given Vithi Nishedha Rupa, I said, that is, they also gave this knowledge to us through 2-fold manner, Pravrutti Marga and Nivrutti Marga. All of us are in Pravrutti Marga only. Very few, like Jagadguru Sri Adisankara Bhagavatpada, Paramacharya Swami, Ramana Maharshi, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, etc. Certain people, they are in Nivrutti Marga. So Pravrutti and Nivrutti, we should know. Then second point is the greatness of our Samskrita Bhasha. Because unless we know Samskritam, we can never know our Dharma itself, Sanaatana Dharma, and the entire knowledge of what all branches of education are there in this world, on this world. All these, the original granthas were written in Samskrita Bhasha. Later on, they got translated into all other local languages and all. So, this, the Samskrita Bhasha, because the Moola Granthas are in it, we should know the greatness of the Samskrita Bhasha. And all of you, I think that all of you should learn Sanskritam, should get some exams, because learning is different, having knowledge is different, and at the same time, learning in a systematic way through the teaching of gurus is different. So, if you keep any certain syllabus in front of you, then you can study that, write the exam, pass it and get the certificate also, and later on you can get your knowledge, you can study in a very wider manner also. So, Samskrita Bhasha and our Samskruti, Sanaatana, Dharma Samskruti, these two are very essential, and Bharatasya Pratishthadve Samskritam Samskrutis Tatha, they say. Our Samskruti and Samskrita Bhasha are giving us the greatest fame among the world, among all other countries, and making us stand as at Gurusthana, at the level of teacher among all the nations. So you should know about Sanskrit. Then third point is to follow truth and dharma, that is satyam and dharma. Satyam vada dharman chara. Even though already you have learned something about dharma and satya also, in fact satya and dharma both are like two sides of same coin. Even then you should know the difference a little. And satyam vada dharmam chara. Why Maharshis instructed us, that you should know in this point. Then fourth point, next point is Punarjanma Siddhanta, rebirth. All of you are aware of it, doctrine of rebirth. Then fifth point is Karma Siddhanta, doctrine of action. Karma Siddhanta also all of you know, and Sanchita Karma, Prarabdha Karma, Agami Karma, Sandal. So you should know this. Then sixth point is definition of Deva, Daiva. Deva we say gods. What is meant by Deva? What is Daivatva? The importance of idol worship, Vigraha Radhana, which is very essential. And in fact, this is the point of criticism to so many other people who follow other religions nowadays. So you should know why we are worshipping, why we have to worship Paramatma in an idol form. Now, seventh point is to tell Sankalpa. While doing any Nitya Karmas, Naimitya Karmas, Kratus, Yagas and all, every time we speak, we tell Sankalpa. So what is meant by Sankalpa? How to tell Sankalpa? If any problem comes to us in life, elders say, you go to Sivalaya and do Abhisheka to Siva with Sankalpa. With the Sankalpa of clearing that obstacle or overpowering, crossing that or gaining something like that. So Sankalpa is also very essential. If one does not have any desires at all, then they can do for Loka Sangraha without any Sankalpa also. So Sankalpa is very essential for doing Daiva Karyas, Pitru Karyas and Nitya Naimittika Karmacharana. So Sankalpa. Now, eighth point is importance of Gotra Namas we say and Pravara. We tell our Pravara, to which Rishis we belong. That is Pravara. Then Gotra, in which Gotra we are born. So that, now ninth point is Go Brahmana Pramukhyata, the importance of cows and Brahmins. Actually, what is meant by Brahmanatva? So who are Brahmins? What is the importance of cows and Brahmanas? Why the benefit of mankind exists in the well-being of Go Brahmanas. 10th point is Nitya Naimittika Karma Charana. What are Nitya Karmas? What are Naimittika Karmas? Why we have to do that? Then 11th point is Agni Aradhana and Yajna Samskruti. We Sanaatana Dharmaniyais are Agni Aradhakas. We worship fire god. And we do Yajna Yagadi Kratus. Ours is Yajna Samskruti. Now, 12th point is Pancha Runas. Pancha Yajnas we say. Pancha Yajnas are Pancha Runas. When we are born, by birth, we get 3 Runas. And after taking birth, 2 more Runas come to us. Runa means taking debt. Suppose we are taking money from any person for any purpose, we have to give them, return back. So thus these Pancha Runas also are to be cleared. So it's very essential to know these Pancharunas, and each and every Bharatiya should become free from Pancharunas. Then 13th point is Chatur Varna Cheturasrama Dharmas. Chetur Varnas, Chatur Varna. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudras are Varnas. They are created by Paramatma, God. So that we should know why he has created, on what basis, what is the importance of following that. Then Chetur Ashramas. our Maharshis gave us this fourfold way of life. Brahmacharyasrama, Grihasthasrama, Vanaprasthasrama and Sannyasasrama. Our life is divided into these 4 ashramas and we should follow. If we follow this way of life, there will not be any conflict at all, no agonies will be there, no fightings in among members in the families and all. So very wise advice was given to us by our Maharshis. Then 14th point is very essential point. Chaturvidha Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha, how to achieve them. Actually, what is meant by these 4 and how to achieve. Then 15th point is Bhakti, we say. So what is meant by Bhakti? Devotion. So Bhakti Marga, Jnana Marga, Karma Marga, then Dhyana and Upasana, then Yoga. So many are there. So what by following any one method, one path, we can reach God. So what are all these paths? Dharma Marga, Jnana Marga, Karma Marga, these 3 are most important and all others. Bhakti Marga is inherently there as Anta Sutra in all these Bhakti, Jnana, Karma, Jnana, Yoga, Vairagya, everywhere it is there. So the synthesis of all these, though different paths are there, suppose we have to go to one particular place, we have to go to university. Then at Nalakunta somebody stays, at Amirpeta somebody stays in at different places. So from all roads lead to one destiny. And either by walk we can go, by flight we can go, by car, by cycle, by bus or something we can go. So the means may be different, but the goal is same. So thus the synthesis of all these Bhakti, Jnana, Karma, Jnana, Upasana, etc. Margas or yogas, we can say. They are all margas. They all are yogas because they unite Jivatma with Paramatma. Now 16th point is very essential. Gurukula Vidya Vithana, Guru Sishya Sambandha and the Parampara that is coming. Because nowadays, since this rule of Britishers, this Gurukula Vidya Vithana is completely eradicated, and that Mekale type of Vidya Vithana has come to us, they have enforced. So they polluted the minds, the ideas, the mindset is completely damaged and spoiled. That is why people are thinking nowadays in such a wrong way. So we should bring them back to the right track of Sanaatana Dharma Marga. Now 17th point is very essential and all of us are following in our life whether we know or not. And that is Shodasa Samskaras. And now after giving a little introduction of Sanaatana Dharma, now at this first level, I will speak in detail about Shodasa Samskaras. So this Shodasa means 16. 16 Samskaras even before the birth of Jiva, taking the life of human being, male or female child. Even before that, these Samskaras start. And throughout the life, they continue. And when we leave this body and go away, the elder son and all sons, they perform Antyeshti. So that is the 16th and last right after leaving body. So before taking birth, while living, and after death also, these samskaras are given to the jiva and to the body also, in which the jiva stays. Now 18th point is very essential point, Kutumba Vyavastha and Vaivahika Jivana Pramukhyata, the importance of family system and married life. The real happiness, real harmony in the family or in society or in the nation depends on this bandha only. And because nowadays it is being spoiled, there is ashanti in the minds of each and every individual. There is no single family which is very happy. There is no single society, no single nation which is really very happy, because Kutumba Vyavastha is damaged and Vaivahika Bandha, the sanctity is not existing nowadays. Now, 19th point is the place of women in Vedas and medieval age and modern age, how modern Mahila is behaving, not following that correct path. So, position of women, it is also very important to know how great respect is given and is being given, was given in Vedas, Upanishads, Dharma Shastras, and everywhere. Now, 20th point, the 20th point is the customs and traditions which are coming to us hereditarily and which we are following. They are coming to us from our ancestors. So it's very essential. And also, what is the scientific reason behind all the customs we are following, behind all the rituals we are doing, behind all the works which we are doing, since we take birth till we leave the body, and since we wake up till we go to bed. So this is very important point to be known. Then 21st point is our Sanaatana Dharma. It is the very essence of Vedas. So how it is the essence of Vedas, that we should know. While knowing all these topics, we can come to the conclusion. This is the concluding point, we can say. That everything, when a tree is there, the roots come, stem is there, then branches and sub-branches will be developed, flowers and fruits and flowers are coming, but all this together is only one. Similarly, all these points are only one, and that is our Sanatana Dharma, and that is the root, is the origin is Vedas. Now, these are some of the points of our Sanatana Dharma which are to be known by us. Now, let us know about the first point. What is Sanatana Dharma? What is Sanatana Dharma? Sanatana means Shasvata, eternal. The way of life which is beneficial to all living beings, which makes us attain happiness here in this life, and also paves way to attain liberation, that is bliss, Shasvatananda. Here in this world, what all happiness is there? It is dukkha sammisrita. It is mixed with dukkha, and it is very temporary, only kshanika, tatkalika. Shasvata sukha we should get, that bliss which is not tainted by, not spoiled by dukkha. So how to get that? That we should know. Then we get higher regions, Devalokas, Swarga is there, and then so many other lokas are there, Surya Loka, Chandra Loka, Gandharva Loka, then so many Jaganmata's Loka, Manidvipa, we say, Kailasa, Vaikunta, Brahmaloka, Satyaloka, so many are there. So what are all these? How to get here in this life? And also that is Aihika Sukha, then Amushmika Sukha, here and there hereafter, and then Shasvata Ananda Mukti, how to attain that. All these we should know this in Sanatana Dharma. That is, Sanatana Dharma speaks of what, all these three, and the ways how to achieve that. So it is called as Sanatana Dharma or Arsha Dharma, we say. Arsha is belonging to Rishi. Rishi is Rishir Darshanat, the one who can see into past, present, and future is called as Rishi. Non-Rishi Kurute Kavyam, we say. If unless a person is Rishi, he cannot create and write the real kavyas, best kavyas, through which the mankind can get benefited. Not ordinary writings are different. So our Sanatana Dharma is considered as Kalatita. It is not belonging to one particular time. So, Tasya Nishvasitam Vedaha, we say. So, Paramatma has given us Vedas, and through Vedas, Sanatana Dharma is given to us, and Maharshis grasped that and they gave it to us. So, all this entire knowledge is given to us from the Vedas. Vedas means Parabrahma. So Veda is Shabda Brahma, we say. So because Vedas are the words, statements, sayings, teachings. So this is all sound, Shabda, Padajala. So Paramatman is called as Shabda Brahman when we consider Vedas as Parabrahma. So Shabda Brahma. And Vedas speak about Omkara. Om ityetad aksharam Brahma, says the Upanishads. So through one letter Om, this entire universe came, all the languages came, and how it has come, it is given in Upanishads and all. So that Omkara we worship as Shabda Brahma Upasana. Then Nirguna Brahman also we know. Then Saguna Brahma we do Upasana. So all these are explained in our Sanaatana Dharma. Vedas speak about the Vedas and Upanishad, the last part of Vedas. Vedas are divided into 4 parts. Samhita Bhaga, mantras, mantra Bhaga, then Brahmanas, Aranyakas and Upanishads. Upanishads are the culmination of Vedas and essence. So through all these, all the first, second, third belong to Karma Kanda. Then last one is belong to Jnana Kanda. This is Pravritti Marga and that is Nivritti Marga. And now all these Vedas and Upanishads also, they speak about nature. They speak about the creation, how the creation came into existence. Different ideas they gave in different Upanishads, and even Shastras, Darshanas also the latter spoke about. So they speak about creation, Jiva, that is Srishti, this Prakriti, then Jivatma, Paramatma, and everything, and internal relation between Jivatma and Paramatma and Prakriti. This is the main topic. In fact, we can say this knowledge is given through Vedas. So Vedas are the mirrors of our Bharatiya Samskruti, we can say. Through the Vedas, our Sanaatana Dharma can be seen. In a mirror, we can see our reflection. So, thus our Dharma and our Samskruti both are inseparable. And our Sanatana Dharma is ideal and worth to be practiced by entire mankind. So, because it is given for the welfare of the nature and entire mankind. So, our Veda says, Shem Dvipade, Shem Chatushpade, like that. Welfare, auspiciousness should come to all animals, birds, beasts, and human beings also. So now we wish to actually the Parama Gamya of our human life here is we always aspire to be very happy, to be peaceful, to be calm and quiet in a tranquility. So that Shanti, sublimity, the Vedas speak about the how to gain this sort of sublimity when nature is allowed to live as it is, to do its duties sincerely, correctly, as it is, without any distraction and interruption of human beings who are spoiling the tranquility of nature and thereby spoiling the tranquility and peace and happiness of our lives. So in this Sanatana Dharma speaks about that Shanti. So we say, whenever we recite any mantra, Shanti mantras, we say Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi 3 times to ward off Achatmika, Ati Bhautika and Ati Daivika tapas, badhas. Then in spite of several foreign invasions to destroy our culture, our dharma and our jnana, it is still, that is our Sanatana Dharma is still able to withstand all these. Even today, after hundreds of years of invasions by foreigners and British rule for nearly 300 years and all. So it is due to the greatness and sanctity of the greatness of our Sanatana Dharma only. So Swami Vivekananda, he called our Sanatana Dharma to be the mother of all religions of the world. And Sri Krishna Paramatma said in Gita, Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaha srethaya architum ichchati, tasya tasya achalam sretham, tameva vidatham yakam. Whoever follow whatever method of life, whichever dharma, through that dharma, I make them follow that dharma. and I will yield all their desires. So this is the greatness of Sri Krishna Paramatma and our Sanaatana Dharma. And Paramatma said that one should do one's own duties, kartavya, and through that one can reach divinity. Now I think time is there, but so many points are there, at least 7 points I want to cover by today and tomorrow.
Okay, what we do, we'll have a brief question answer session. After that, tomorrow we again Saturday, though it is Saturday, we will have the session tomorrow. So tomorrow we can cover remaining points.
Many points, only one point I have covered and introduction. So second point onwards, all 6 points I should cover, and then only we can go to Shodasa Samskaras on the third day.
Okay, that is on Monday.
If it takes a little more time, certainly it takes a lot of time, more than 2 hours. In fact, 1.5 hours is minimum. So you should allow, or at least if we cover 5 minutes time is there, if second and third point we cover, that will be.
మేడం ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే టూ మచ్ అయిపోతుంది, దే విల్ నాట్ బి ఏబుల్ టు అబ్జర్వ్. సో మీరు ఒక పావుగంట ముందు ఆపేస్తే వాళ్ళ పావుగంటలో వాళ్ళకున్న క్వశ్చన్లు వేస్తారు. వాళ్ళకేం తొందరలేదు, ఎందుకంటే ఎక్కువైపోతే వాళ్ళు భరించలేరు.
ఓకే,
ప్రభు గారు చెప్తున్నారు. ఐ థింక్ యు అండర్స్టాండ్ మేడం, ప్రభు is speaking.
Okay, they can ask the questions now.
Okay,
Right. The first question is, others can put also their questions in the chat box. I'll start the first question. Why most of the pujas are carried out by male Brahmins, where there is no discriminations between male and female? At the same time, household pujas are carried out by our female members of house. This is the question.
Yes, it's of course at the houses also, not only ladies, grihinis, even grihastha. It is the duty of grihastha to do nitya puja, and wife has to support him, cleaning that puja mandira and cleaning all the gods, taking nirmalya and all, then giving water and everything, then cooking and giving, preparing this naivedya for Paramatma ready. So by doing all these works, supporting husband, she will get half of the punya gained by the grihastha, the husband. So the wife gets half of the punya earned by Bharta. So there is no necessity at all for the women to do particularly all these pujas. And even then, at houses nowadays, of course, because male people, they are not at all interested in doing all these do pujas and also at least gruhini, because na gruhini gruham uchyate, gruhini gruham uchyate. So she feels it is essential for us to do all these nitya, all these pujas, worship the kula devatas and all, for the well-being of family, husband, children, relatives and herself, and in their welfare lies her welfare. Then why only men do at devalayas or while doing yajna yagadi kratus and all? For doing these yajnas, kratus and all, dampatis sit there. Wife and husband together have to sit. Even then, according to our shastra, girls, ladies are permitted to do certain works only, and male people have to do certain duties. There are always limitations. The body nirmana itself is different from male to female. So the nature gave us certain rules and which we have to follow. Whatever Shastra says, we have to follow. Why Shastra said like that? In fact, we have no right to question. Even then, we can put with Jignasa if we ask. The Maharshis already gave answers to all the doubts that may arise, that are arising in the minds of human beings. Just now, some question has come here. Why only male people do? Because in the olden days, at Vedic age, of course, ladies, girls and boys both were used to get this Upanayana Samskara, they used to do Gayatri Mantra Japa and do all the rituals and all. But in course of time, by nature, the women, the body of women are a little weak. In fact, those sound in some other sense. And she is the ladies, the women's three is more fortunate to give birth to children and keep up the dynasty. So for that, she is kept at the highest level and is honored. Even then, because she should not utter certain mantras at certain time of her life, during pregnancy or during the 3 days ritual every month throughout, that is at least since 50 years like that. So limitations are there. All these mantras, Vaidika mantras, they are very powerful. They are invoking gods, they are inviting gods, and gods are coming and accepting, and they are taking the Havir Bhagas. So there are limitations. So Maharshi said that they kept, and also gents can get more time to study and concentrate, because the duty of women is to take care of husband, children, family members, and family, cooking and taking care. These are her most important duties. So not doing her duties, if she says, I will go to the temples and do pujas there, I will perform all the yajna yagadi kratus, it is meaningless. Whatever duty is given to whomever, they should do. So at the temples, only mostly males. Rarely at one or two places, women, Rishikas, like they are also there, but only traditionally only gents should do. And paramparya always comes. So thus they have to do. And then while doing yajnas, yagas and all, though wife is there, main role is played by Bharta, the husband, because he is a male. Jentunam narajanma durlabh ataha pumstvam. Why? Because of this. But whatever they earn, half of the merit is coming to wife, means wife herself, she is doing this Gauri Mantra Japa, which is given to her, by which she is gaining a lot of merit. And half of the merit of husband comes to her. And also because she is taking care of house, husband, children and all, she is getting a great heap of merit. So in fact, she is more meritorious than male.
Okay, next one.
Yeah. The Vedas had Panchabhuta as Pramana. When did deity worship start?
Veda said Panchabhutas are Pramanas. No. Panchabhutas originated Tasmad va etasmad Atmana Akasha Samputaha. The Akasha has come from Paramatma. Paramatma is the basic substratum, origin. From him came Atmana Akasha Samputaha. Akasha Vayuhu, Vayuh Agnihi, Agnih Apaha, Apaha Prithvi, Prithvyam Voshathayaha, Voshathibhyaha Annam, Annat Purushaha. Then Purusha is born, then 5 sense organs, Panchamahabhutas came from Parabrahman. Then through Panchamahaphutas, Pancha Tanmatras came. Then Pancha Karmendriyas, Jnanendriyas have come. Then human beings are created, the birds, beasts, animals, they came into existence. And then the food is also created even before that. So Panchabhutas, I forgot what is the second part.
When the deity worship started. Deity worship.
Yes. Why deity Vigraharadhana started, that I will explain in detail while doing that point is there, Vigraharadhana.
Right. Okay. Next question is, how many karmas are there? You spoke about Agni karma. Can you please clarify?
Karmas means Nitya karmas are very essential duties of all human beings, male mainly. Then Nitya karmas are there, Naimittika karmas are there. Naimittika means basing on Nimitta. Nimitta means Karana. On a particular day, we do the vratas, nomus and all, they are all Naimittika karmas. Nitya karmas I will explain in detail. Even that point is there.
Okay.
Nityana karma charana is there. So in detail you can know at that time. Why
Okay.
to time now?
Next question.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. The questions are not coming down.
Agni karma, say we all Bharatiyas are Agni Aradhakas. This Agni karma started since the creation. The Maharshis themselves did Agni Karyas. In fact, even before that, Paramatma, Parameswara, Shiva himself did a great yajna. Even that I'm going to explain in detail in the coming topics. He did Manasa yajna, through which this world came into existence. So Agni Aradhana is very essential because Agni Parabrahman exists on the earth in the form of Agni. Paramatma exists in the sky, in Antariksha, in the form of Surya. Then in between that Surya and this Agni, in between there is space, and there Paramatma exists in the form of Vayu. So we worship all these. We worship Agni here on this earth. Then unless Vayu is there, no living being can exist. So we worship Vayu, Vayu Devata, Vayu Aradhana. Then Surya Aradhana is very important for us because Sun himself, Parabrahma Shakti, is there in Surya. And Surya, he gives his Shakti to the fire god and also to the moon, to all the shining, this lightning and all.
Babu, the chat box in my this thing is stuck. It is
Okay.
not moving. So,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
I see one or two questions. That is, of course, can we get things which you discussed today written form for our knowledge sake? I request all of you to make notes, or the recordings are already will be given to you. You can make notes. However, some notes is made and then kept on the website that you can refer to. Mainly, you depend on your notes. And secondly, Atmaku Sri Purusham Vedam Undadu. దేహంతో వ్యత్యాసం కదా,
Yes.
దేహ భావాన్ని వీడాలి అని కదా వేదం చెప్పేది.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Now question answer session is over. In the chat box there is one person, Bhattacharya ji, want to have a discussion with you, but we will do it after doing prarthana and Janaganamana.
I think there is one question, maybe it's slightly related. Can women be purohits or main priests while performing yajnas?
Cannot be, because I already said whatever Tasmat Shastram Pramanamte says, even Paramatma, Sri Krishna Parabrahma. So when God himself came in the form of human being, assuming that is getting the body of a human person, and when he said something, should we follow that or not? Tasmat Shastram Pramanante, whatever is given by Maharshis in the Shastra, that should be followed. So what duties are given to us, we should do. Yajna Yaga's main mukhya means, in fact, Vedas also never prohibited that women should not do yajnas. They can do. Suppose in the olden days, Rishikas were there, Brahmavadins were there. They never, some of them never used to get married also, and throughout their life, they remained like that. And in those days, the body nirmana, the physical strength, mental strength, and adhyatmika, spiritual power of those ladies was of such a type. So even they used to perform yajna yagadi kratus. So all these are there, and slowly in due course of all these points, all your doubts will be cleared. They will be questions I will give.
Yes.
All the doubts.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Visalakshi garu, for today's session.
Thank you.
Now we will go for Prarthana and Janaganamana. For Prarthana, I request Hemalata garu to do the Prarthana, and all of you are requested to follow her wordings. You have your lyrics in front of you. All of you are ready. All of you open up our videos so that you don't have that stage fear. And also we can see that you are all chanting. All of you, please open up your videos. Yeah, most of you have done it. Those who have not done it also, please do it. You are all supposed to get up early in the morning, take bath, wear fresh clothes, washed clothes, and do some puja and come for this webinar. Okay, Hemalata ji, please chant Prarthana.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अदनाः सदनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चरा स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
ధన్యవాదములండి హేమలత గారు.
Thank you, sir.
Now we will recite Janaganamana.
Yeah.
I request all of you to stand up and then
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय जय हे
ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు.